Today, guys, we got a live stream from the developers of the upcoming Dead Space remake. Motor Studios brought along with them little snippets and showcase of their game running in engine. That's right, guys, you get to see a little bit of Dead Space remake. But guys, they did stress and make it a point actually a few times throughout the live stream that this is extremely early in development. So don't hold, it against them, the state of the game, because trust me, the frame rate was all over the place in some cases. But what was undeniable, and the proof was in the pudding, is that this game looks freaking gorgeous, guys. This game is absolutely beautiful. I mean, they are targeting next gen consoles only. Thank you, finally. Xbox Series X, NS, PlayStation 5, and of course PC, guys. And it shows, it absolutely shows. And I was one of the people that were like, do we need a Dead Space remake? Do we need a remake of this beloved game? Because I played the Dead Space, the original one, recently on my Xbox Series X, and trust me when I say this, guys, the game holds up. I mean, this game is 20 years old and it holds up, guys. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and with the frame rate boost from the Xbox Series consoles, it's just running buttery smooth as well. So, I mean, I was like, I would prefer, when I heard the rumors that EA were making a Dead Space game, I was praying, I was hoping that it would be some sort of continuation in the Dead Space, mythos, the Dead Space universe, the franchise. But then they said it's a remake, and I was like, oh, not another remake of some beloved franchise. What is going on? We're living in the era of remakes, of people run out of ideas where they keep having to go back to that well, and trust me, that well is drying up, guys. But anyway, regardless, after seeing a little bit of this, I have to say, they won me over, guys. I have to say it. They won me over. I'm on board, full on board. Let's go. Let's get it done. I want to play this game. I want it in my hands right now. But anyway, guys, as I said, they did a live stream, and I did hold off watching the rest of it because I knew I wanted to react to it with you guys. And what I've done is I've managed to find on YouTube and give credit to where credit is due. This is from a YouTube channel called Gamer Prey, and what he's done is he's compiled all the segments where they actually show the game running in engine, so we avoid all the talking heads, right? See people talking and all that boring stuff. So you're welcome, and credit to Gamer Prey for doing that. So thank you so much. I grabbed that video. We're gonna react to it right now, guys. So let's get into it. Come down this rabbit hole with me, guys, of Dead Space the remake. Let's get into it, guys. Get hyped. Roll it. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. As always, it's your boy Curtis Williams. This is W.I.H.T.S, what I have to say. Humble to have you guys with me once again. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, W.I.H.T.S Gaming. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I believe your day might get slightly better after seeing this, and even though it's only early days, guys, trust me, this game looks drop dead gorgeous. So I can only imagine what we will be playing come next year when all is said and done and we get the final product, guys. But anyway, don't take my word for it. Let's check out the footage so you can make up your own minds, guys. Let's get into it. But mind you, taking point that you're going to hear some voiceover from the people, not the developers, but also the community people that they got on to the live stream to discuss the game. As they're fans of Dead Space, they thought they wanted to bring on, people from the community. Also, they're actually influencers themselves, to sort of talk about the game and ask them questions. So you're gonna hear some voiceover, but don't worry, all the footage we'll see will be of Dead Space running. As I said in the opening, thanks for Gamers Prey, who compiled all the footage from the live stream that just shows the game running. But obviously we'll hear the voiceover from the developers and the community people that they got onto the live stream, guys. All right, so anyway, enough of that out the way. Let's get into it, guys. Get hyped. Let's check out the video. Here we go. Here we go, guys. There it is. Okay, early pre-production development build, as it says there. But look at that.
Super early, like it's end of pre-production build. We're just starting production, so it's.
As the guy is saying, this is super early, right? They're just starting production, but at this stage, if this is what it's looking like, oh my gosh!
Wanted to make sure that
look at the lighting, right? Look at that fog system.
The look, the lightings, the VFX, the fog, but also nail that ambience, give you the feeling that you're in the Ishimura.
Yeah, the closest thing is say this, remember Alien Isolation? I'm getting that vibe, but obviously because this is next gen only, it's just so 10 times better than that. I mean, the materials, right? The materials just look so realistic. The way the light is bouncing off them, the diffusion and all that. I sound like I'm working for Digital Foundry, right? Maybe John should hire me. But anyway, I mean, look at that. Look at the ambience, the atmosphere, the fog. You know, oh my gosh, the lighting, everything is just working together to just make me feel like I'm in this space, right? In this horror space, and it works.
It's really Dead Space, but like you never saw it, I think.
Absolutely. Look at the shadow from Isaac.
13 years, since the original game came out, the original Dead Space. Why is this remake happening now, and what exactly is this remake? Can you elaborate on that?
So, one thing that's important for us.
I thought you might want to hear his response to that, but trust me, it's usually it's the old generic spiel, why they're making it, because they want to, it's a beautiful game, they wanted to bring it up to modern times. You've heard it all before. But guys, I mean, Isaac as a design, even from back there, right? How they decided to incorporate his health bar onto his actual suits, right? So the spine of the suit is his health bar, the lights. I thought that was genius for back then, and it holds up even now, even works for today's time, right? As well, where we don't have external UIs on the screen and that filling up the screen. Everything is game based, right? It's in the game, so that immersion is even more, right? There's games that allow you to turn off UIs and that, but sometimes you need those UIs because you can't navigate or you need to see your health and stuff. But the genius of this is that it's all on Isaac. Everything is Isaac. Even when he brings up the map, it's in game, right? Isaac is looking at it as he's moving around because it's a holographic projection from his tool that he's using. So again, it's not breaking that immersion. The game was ahead of its time, man. You have to admit that. And here we are, where he's shooting. I forgot what they call the beast, but you see where he will shoot the limbs, and then you see the skeleton underneath that, right? And so that means the flesh is peeling away, and yet he's still obviously walking because he still has a skeleton underneath. So you have to shoot that off, the whole limb off. I mean, we've reached that point now where we can get a full skeleton of a creature or a human and that, right? So, probably they can incorporate the veins or the nervous system if they wanted to. They can just make the thing look so realistic because they have the memory pool for that now to incorporate all that information.
Not necessarily as visceral and as clear as the original is. And so that's the thing we're working on at the moment, and we call peeling. It's basically that body projection technology that we're developing that is allowing us to really remove, so at the moment, the flesh out of the bones of the enemy.
You see it? See the bones underneath? That looks mad.
Sense not only of gore and horror and ambience, but also of how much damage am I dealing to that.
Just imagine other horror games, from now on, right? Next gen gaming, right? Where you can imagine, I don't know, the next Silent Hill, Pyramid, right? Ripping people's skin off. Imagine that, and they were seeing, the skeleton underneath. Oh my gosh, it's like at this point they've reached that point where it's hard to differentiate game from what we'll normally see in real life, right? Obviously it's still going to be pixelated in a way that we know it's video gaming. I don't think we've reached that ultra lifelike realism in video gaming, unless it's a pre-rendered thing. But still, I mean, they've come pretty close. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I can see here that he's just respawning. As I said, now this is like a development area where he's just showing off Isaac here, and you see the light as well, the light of his weapon. Beautiful. You see on the weapon there that little holographic HUD there. You see that it's infinite ammo. I don't know what that other symbol on the other side is, but the targeting looks more precise than in the original as well, and it's the way the lines, you can change the orientation of the gun, side or horizontally or vertically, shall I say. Game was ahead of its time, guys, absolutely. And so in some ways I see the argument of remaking this game to modern times. I was against it at first, but now I see it, now I want it. It's one of those things. What can I say?
some weapons that are better at carving through the enemies, some weapons that are better at cleaning.
So now he's taking off his bottom half. He's just scammering there, trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do. It's not really moving towards you, but it's like, just put me out my misery, mate. Just put me out my misery. Oh my God, see the blood just splattering after the. Whoa! Don't know what did he do there?
Even with about going from an improvements perspective, just talk a little bit about, you know, where you're kind of seeing this move. We see Isaac kind of in the space right now.
Zero G.
Around the space. Probably going to show off some of his thrusters and stuff in a minute. I'd love to hear more about, you know, kind of where you're thinking about in terms of improvements in this layer too.
Again, you can see, as I said, frame rate all over the place.
Going back to the original Dead Space.
But the game looks absolutely fantastic. It looks gorgeous, man. The lighting is what's jumping out at me.
In terms of experience and immersion, it's the Zero G. And how you would move around in Zero G. And that's something that was really good and improving the experience in Dead Space 2.
And you know, you see Zero G here, and it's been done in other games as well, but it's not as easy as you would think. You would think that it's just it's just a sort of, you know, it's a space, right? And then you have to orient the character or whatever the protagonist or the character you're using within the space, right? You just turn him upside down, turn him here, and then you sort of, you know, you would think that you just have to turn the whole scene to make it seem like he's in some sort of Zero G environment. But it's still, you have to take a lot, the developers have to take a lot of other things into account, like just the way his body moves, to make your mind believe that he is in Zero G. Otherwise it'll look static. It'll just look like some object just being placed there, and we're, you know, something like we'll be doing, I don't know, on our own computer and just spinning it around, right? It doesn't really give you the feel of that object is in zero space. It's like you're just moving the thing around. So it's more to it that has to make you believe that that's what's actually happening on screen. So yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing, I think they still need to add a few touches to his body to make it seem like he's actually floating. Right now he just seems a bit static, but it still looks good in some ways. It still looks good, guys.
To use that and revisiting all the places in the game, in the original, where there was Zero G, which was the Superman jump back in Dead Space 1, and now applying full 360 motion and finding ways to provide a real challenge in those type of environments.
That's another thing as well, yeah. So that's it, guys. That's all that's the end of the video. That's all the actual footage of in gameplay that they showed during the hour or so live stream. So it wasn't much. It really wasn't much. All in all, that was what, about 9 minutes there. So they didn't show much. So the rest of it was just them talking about it, you know, answering the questions provided by those two community people there. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to showcase how this game looks right now, right? At this early stage. And as I said throughout the live stream, that's one of the things they kept stressing. As it's extremely early. We shouldn't take this even for anyway as the final product. They're still improving. One of the main reasons they did this live stream is to be very transparent. They want to be working with us, the community, with us, the gamers, and be open and show us where they are in development. Much like what Ninja Theory does with, you know, they did it with, what's it called? Oh, what's that game now? Hellblade, right? With the first one, they're doing it with the second one, where they on Twitter, they have those sort of development diaries that they put out, and they're always asking for feedback and things like that. Quite similar, but here they've done it as a live stream, showing you where they are in development right now, showing you what the game looks like, but, you know, telling you what improvements they're gonna make and what they're hoping to bring, and what hopefully showing you what you best possibly will be playing next year, right? And if this is it, this is, you know, this is only obviously the tip of the iceberg. I'm happy, guys. I am happy. I'm happy with what I've seen. I'm happy with the direction they've taken. They're using a Frostbite engine, which in itself is a gorgeous engine anyway. But obviously, this is an updated version for these next-gen systems, for the new age. And yeah, I'm excited, guys. And not to mention also audio. They talked a lot about audio during this live stream and saying that that's basically another element of the game play in itself, that they're improving. 3D audio is a big thing this gen, current gen, next gen, let's call it current gen now, right? With PlayStation 5, they got that what do they call it, Tempest engine, that's it on PlayStation. Tempest engine. Microsoft, they got their own sort of 3D engine going on. They use Dolby as well, which I've played some Xbox Series X games in with Dolby Atmos, and trust me, guys, I don't know, I've only recently got my PlayStation 5, so to be honest, I haven't tried a lot of games with that 3D engine, the Tempest. I heard that the Dark Souls remake, or the Demon Souls, shall I say, remake, is pretty good with that. I haven't got that game yet. I played Miles Morales, which was pretty good with the 3D audio, but I heard that that's not really, you know, a standout sort of example of that technology. Demon Space, they really went out all out with that, so I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that game. But as I said, with Xbox side though, I tried Dolby Atmos on a lot of their games, and trust me, with the headphones on, oh, Dolby Atmos just really works, especially when the developers intentionally implement 3D audio, right? It has to be implemented as well on the development side to take full advantage of the technology. They even started it last gen with I believe the development spoke about it with Lara Croft. What was that? Which one is it? Tomb Raider, the third one they made, not Rise, the other one. The third one, the last one, basically. If you go and see a lot of their development diaries, they spoke about, you know, using 3D engine, and they specifically chose Dolby Atmos within that game. So that game is specifically built to work with Dolby Atmos, and trust me, it works, guys. If you put the headphones on, you're there in the jungle, you're hearing everything. It makes you feel like you're actually in the freaking tropical jungles or somewhere like that, guys. So anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to them incorporating that technology with Dead Space. I think that's just obviously a perfect technology to use with a game like this, to make you immerse in that horror scenario where it's just you're hearing sounds everywhere, freaking you the hell out. Perfect, right? Absolutely fantastic. You're hearing the creatures, you know, screeching or using the, you know, growling, whatever sounds that they make, you know, just scaring the crap out of you, on keeping you on your toes every 5 seconds. You're turning around, you don't know where it's coming from. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I want from a new age horror game, and the visuals to go along with it, just icing on the cake. It looks absolutely fantastic. So guys, comment down below, what do you think of what we've seen, the brief little bits of what we've seen in this very early stage, guys? Are you excited? Were you one of the naysayers about this? Did you not want a Dead Space remake? Were you one of those that's flying the banner that, no, we don't want this, we want a sequel, or we want some sort of progression, not to go backwards, guys? Have you changed your mind after seeing this, or even after seeing the initial trailer? Comment down below, guys, whatever your thoughts, let's discuss. Thank you so much for joining me for this look into this little brief snippet of how Dead Space is shaping up right now. You know what to do. Go back and check out my old stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe for watching, guys. It really does help out the channel. I'm just kicking it off here, my gaming channel as well, guys. So with your support, maybe I can make it a full-time gig. Hit that subscribe if you feel inclined to, guys. And also press that like button as well. It really helps out the channel, helps with the YouTube algorithm, get me out to more hearts and minds, guys. So press that like if you also like the video, and if you feel inclined to. And press that bell if you want to be notified when my next videos drop. Thanks so much, guys. What I always say, go and be nice to someone out there. Alright, guys, it don't cost you anything. It's free. Let's change the world one day at a time. Keep your wits about you. That's what I have to say in the man. See you next time around, guys. Take care. Bye now.